yourself and your loved ones. Imagine a product that benefits your health, is naturally enhanced, and conveniently immune. Using milk from cows identified with genetic markers for high immunity milk production, our team has developed Immunigo, a yogurt that encompasses just that. Good afternoon, Stone Road Dairy Board of Directors. We are the Griffin Consulting Group, and we are proud to present to you the marketing plan for the world's first immune-enhanced yogurt. Canadian dairy products are sought after worldwide due to their reputation for product excellence and high production standards. These values are mirrored through Stone Road Dairy and their commitment to producing high-quality dairy products with consumers' needs in mind. Immunigo is produced with 100% Canadian milk sourced from cows identified with these elite immunity genetics. The cows identified with these genetics are known to host higher levels of immunoglobulin proteins, also known as antibodies, within their milk. When consumed, this results in increased protection against foreign substances in our immune systems. Immunigo provides a benefit to producers through a premium paid for the immune-enhanced milk that is needed for the production of our product. With a growing need for consumers to nurture their immune systems to keep them operating at peak performance, Immunigo is born, a functional food with extreme relevance to today's world. You are sure to reap the benefits from this naturally enhanced immune-boosting yogurt, Immunigo. Now let's get to business with Radine.
Thank you, Liam. Immunigo is the first yogurt on the market with naturally enhanced immunity benefits. This is achieved through milk that is produced between the 3rd and the 30th day at the start of lactation from cows that have been identified with genetic markers for high enhanced immunity. Immunigo delivers a creamy and flavorful taste experience made with our conscious consumers in mind. Stone Road Dairy is passionate about developing dairy products that appeal to the consumer's palate and that provide health benefits. Immunigo will allow Stone Road Dairy to reach new consumers within the existing yogurt market due to the product's unique appeal. The business plan for Immunigo is based on 3 key planning assumptions. First, Stone Road Dairy will obtain consistent and sufficient supply of immune-enhanced dairy milk. Next, Stone Road Dairy will obtain permission from the Milk Board to utilize this enhanced milk, and this will still contribute to the producer's quota. Finally, Immunigo will receive adequate shelf space from retailers. Now, I would like to pass it on to Hannah for the producer benefit.
Immunigo provides Stone Road Dairy with an opportunity to diversify and expand in the yogurt market. It capitalizes on the growing demand from consumers for functional foods, especially those that can provide an added layer of protection to human health. Canadian milk producers can also amplify their opportunities for growth and increase profitability. Immune-enhanced milk will be bought from select farms at a 15% premium on the price offered through the supply managed milk boards. This results in a gain of 12 cents per liter or $12 per hectoliter of milk. Studies also show that these enhanced genetics can contribute to increased herd health by reducing disease prevalence by 30%. The added cost that the producers incur can be repaid over a relatively short period of time. So overall, this will benefit producers by increasing their profits and aid them in continuing to maintain a healthy herd. Now over to Emma to dig into market analysis.
Thanks, Hannah. Today's functional food market is evolving to meet the changing consumer demand. Consumers are becoming increasingly aware of how their purchases are impacting their health and immunity. Healthy living has become an important part of everyday life for many consumers. Stone Road Dairy is a reputable company in the Canadian dairy market and is highly regarded by consumers. Yogurt consumption has been climbing steadily at a growth of 40% from 2007 to 2016 in terms of yogurt per capita. 18% of Ontarians consume yogurt daily, and it is projected that Immunigo's target market will represent approximately 32% of Canadians. The primary research showed that of respondents, 78% regularly purchase yogurt at the grocery store, and about 60% of respondents consume food-related products that have specific health or medical claims, such as functional foods. We saw that 73% of respondents would be interested in trying an immune-enhanced yogurt. The health-conscious consumer can be divided into 2 distinct groups: wellness warriors and proactive parents. Percy and Hilda are a married couple in their late 50s, living in the suburbs of Scarborough. They are constantly looking to improve their health through functional foods, as they do not like adding supplements to their long list of vitamins and other medications. With more time on their hands, they are able to spend time searching for products that align with their health needs. Elsa and Brett are busy parents of two. They are always looking for ways to improve their children's immunity and feel functional foods are a better option for their children than supplements. Elsa appreciates functional foods as they are something her children enjoy consuming, and she feels confident that they are getting benefits from our immune-enhanced product. Immunogo is the first immune-enhanced yogurt to hit the market, giving Stone Road Dairy a competitive advantage by offering added benefits. When compared to their competitors, they are superior as they offer increased health benefits as a premium product. Now let's consider some characteristics of the market. Immunogo's strengths include its enhanced immunity, its ability to be highly scalable, utilization of Canadian dairy, and the convenient consumption of a health product. Some weaknesses include how to effectively market the enhanced immunity of Immunogo, as well as initial consumer confusion around how selected genetics in dairy cows can create higher immunity in their milk. In terms of opportunities, Immunogo is an all-in-one supplement alternative with the chance to capitalize on the current global circumstances. Stone Road Dairy also already has recognition in the market. The main threat to Immunogo's success includes consumer perception of animal welfare, a crowded shelf space in the yogurt market with complex labeling, as well as direct competitors that boast functional foods. Now let's get to action with Hannah.
Thanks, Emma. Immunogo is the newest way to boost immunity while consuming an everyday product. Better yet, your customers already rave about Stone Road Dairy's regular yogurt line. So now is your chance to stand out with a premium, high immunity product. Immunogo, a fresh and functional product, will be positioned among other health-conscious yogurts. Placing Immunogo on shelves within premium grocery stores throughout urban areas of Ontario, Southern Quebec, and British Columbia ensures access to wellness-minded families and individuals alike. Immunogo will utilize Stone Road Dairy's existing distribution chain so that your product appears in front of the eyes of health-conscious consumers. In year one, Immunogo will enter premium, full-service grocery stores in the Greater Toronto Area, including Sobeys, Loblaws, and Metro. In year two, Immunogo will expand to include all of Ontario. Finally, in year three, Immunogo will move into Southern Quebec and Vancouver, British Columbia, accessible via the Empire Company and Overweighty chains, respectively. These retailers account for over 60% of the total grocery market share in our target area. Immunogo will be sold in two different quantities. 750-gram tubs will be offered in strawberry, peach, vanilla, and plain flavors, while 12 packs of 100-gram cups will consist of 4 strawberry, 4 peach, and 4 vanilla. Tubs and 12 packs of 100-gram cups will have a wholesale price to retailers of $5.15 and $8.45, respectively. Tubs will have a suggested retail price of $6.89, generating a 25% gross margin for retailers. 12 packs of 100-gram cups will have a suggested retail price of $10.89, resulting in a 22% gross margin for retailers. Now to hear about how Immunogo will be promoted. Immunogo's marketing team will consist of a farm relationship manager, a social media content creator, a manager for sales and marketing, and brand ambassadors who will help highlight and promote your product in all target areas via social media, education, and events. Together, your team will focus on milking the media, hosting many amusing events, growing your herd, and caring for your calves. Immunogo will have a strong presence in the media to reach your health-conscious consumers. Using your social media channels, you will be able to engage, connect, and interact with all age groups. Popular social media platforms, Immunogo's website, and sponsored media advertisements will allow you to feature recipes, promote upcoming events, and share testimonials from your consumers. To spark consumer involvement, recipes will be posted to your social media channels every Monday. These recipes will also be accessible via the QR code on all product packaging. Consumers can share a picture to social media by using the hashtag #ImmunoGoMeals to be entered to win a weekend getaway to the Pontiac region of Quebec, where they will receive an exclusive tour of the Little Red Wagon Winery and Dairy. To attract the attention of your wellness warriors, Immunogo will be advertised in breakfast television segments through CTV News and Global News. Now that we've milked the media, let's talk about some amusing events that you will host. Callie the cow will serve as an eye-catching representative of Immunogo. Callie's your mascot, who will help promote the dairy industry and your product at various events. Paired with brand ambassadors, Callie will tour around schools within your target market to help educate and engage children. She will also attend the Canadian National Exhibition, or the CNE, an event that attracts 1.5 million visitors annually. Immunogo will reach a large and diverse audience by having a booth at the CNE, staffed by brand ambassadors and stocked with delicious samples. Not only is Callie your mascot, but she's also the face of one of the cows from a supplier herd. Every year, Callie has a calf, which gives rise to the annual Name Callie's Calf contest. This contest will run from the beginning of February until the end of March, where a winner is chosen and the calf is given that name. The individual with the winning name will receive an Immunogo prize pack. Point of purchase materials, including signs and shelf tags, will be provided to retailers to build in-store brand awareness. Free samples will also be randomly provided at grocery outlets to entice potential consumers. Biannually, when children return to school in September and in January, Immunogo will release limited edition flavors. These exclusive flavors will be retailed on a select number of 750-gram tubs as a combo pack composed of Immunogo's delicious yogurt and heart-healthy granola and oats. To help educate consumers and bridge the knowledge gap on where their food comes from, we propose an exciting initiative entitled Breakfast on the Farm, in conjunction with Farm and Food Care, an Ontario not-for-profit organization. This event offers consumers a complimentary breakfast at one of our suppliers' dairy farms, along with the chance to ask any questions they may have. Throughout the month of July, parents can share photos of their children consuming your product with the hashtag Kids of Immunogo. All entrants will then be entered to win a prize pack comprised of a plush Callie the cow and a book about Callie the cow. Callie's book serves as a sneak peek into her life on the dairy farm and acts to promote the Canadian dairy industry. This initiative will not only increase your social media presence, but it will also keep families purchasing your product through the summer months when their children are no longer in school. Now, to discuss how to grow your herd. To expand and grow your consumer base, you will secure partnerships with Cat and Nat. Cat and Nat are Toronto-based bloggers. They are young mothers who are extremely active on social media and act as lifestyle influencers. Cat and Nat will promote Immunogo to their following base that extends across Canada. Immunogo will also be featured as a mystery box item on Chop Canada Junior and Junior Chef Showdown. Both of these Canadian shows showcase budding culinary youngsters who will be responsible for creating a dish using Immunogo. Immunogo believes strongly in giving back, and that is why we've created the Caring for Our Calves initiative. Just as Callie cares for her calf, you too care for your customers. Annually, 1% of profits will be redirected back into school breakfast programs, and 1% of profits in the form of yogurt will be donated to food banks across our target market. I'd now like to turn it over to Hannah, who will milk out the financials.
Thanks, Hannah. Immunogo will be produced at a cost of $3.41 for each 750-gram tub of yogurt. This form will be sold to retailers at a price of $5.15. Similarly, each 12-pack of Immunogo will cost $5.63 to produce, with a wholesale price of $8.45. Both forms result in a 33.6% margin for Stone Road Dairy. In year one, you will achieve a 2.5% market penetration in your Greater Toronto Area target market. After year two, this will increase to 13.5%, and by year three, will reach 34%. Likewise, in your first year in the remaining areas of Ontario, you will obtain a 2.5% penetration, growing to 13.5% after your second year in that target market. And finally, in year 3, you will enter Southern Quebec and Vancouver area, British Columbia with a 2.5% penetration. In year 1 of operations, sales revenue of Immunigo will reach $195,000. After cost of goods sold is deducted, Immunigo will be left with a margin of roughly $65,500. We expect a higher margin for our first year because of our business strategy of utilizing Stone Road Dairy's existing production facility rather than building a new site. In the second year of operations, total sales will grow to over $1.31 million, resulting in a gross margin of just over $440,000. And finally, in year 3, Immunigo is expected to produce $4.458 million in sales revenue for a gross margin of $1.498 million. The marketing budget is broke down to reflect the various components of our promotional marketing plan. In year 1, 65% of the budget will be allocated towards the powerful marketing team, with 17% going towards the milking the media promotions and the other 18% targeted at the remaining promotional activities. Marketing expenses as a percentage of sales equals 131, 24, and 9% in years 1, 2, and 3 respectively. In year 1, a loss of $240,000 will occur, but by year 2, a profit margin of 3% will be generated, which will further grow to a profit margin of 14% in year 3. As a result of our powerful marketing plan, the 3-year total added dollars of pure profit from the additional product line of Immunigo is $428,825. To evaluate the strength of the future performance of Immunigo, a sensitivity analysis has been conducted. Analyzing potential shifts in total 3-year profit, Immunigo would continue to remain profitable even if sales were to decline by 10%, or if the cost to produce each unit were to increase by 10%. This analysis truly highlights the strength that an investment in Immunigo can offer. Now over to Radine to lead you through monitoring and measuring.
Thank you, Hannah. In order to obtain a share of the yogurt market, we recommend monitoring 4 key objectives. First, you will target a 14-day product turnover, which will be measured by the retailer's yogurt sales, reorder statistics, and completed surveys. This monitoring tool will provide Stone Road Dairy and its retailers with immediate feedback of how Immunigo is performing relative to competing brands. Next, you will strive for 30% brand recognition within your target market. To measure this target, positive and negative mentions, along with hashtag statistics from your social media sites, will be evaluated. Click share data from your website and online and printed surveys will also demonstrate increases in Immunigo's brand awareness for Stone Road Dairy. Third, consumer participation in promotional events will increase by 50% from the end of your first year. Attendance will be monitored at the educational and sampling events, and these numbers will be compared with Immunigo's booth participation. Finally, retail stores will be monitored regionally to ensure they meet the goal of encompassing 2.5% of the target market in year 1, 13.5% in year 2, and 34% in year 3. This will be done to ensure Immunigo is maximizing their use of marketing dollars, while also comparing thriving regions to those that are less successful. This will be monitored using the retail stores' sales data in the appropriate geographical regions to ensure sales targets are being achieved at the regional level. The results of these monitored targets will promote stakeholder communication between Stone Road Dairy, its retailers, and their consumers, and further allow Stone Road Dairy to yield 106% return on marketing investment over the initial 3 years. When these marketing goals are met, you will increase current marketing approaches in thriving regions, expand into further urban centers, grow your presence with enhanced educational events, and amplify Stone Road Dairy's social media participation. Now, on to Liam for the final spoonful of Immunigo.
Thanks, Radine. After all this rich information, who doesn't want to milk the benefits of an immune-enhanced milk that is simply delicious and distinctive? Immunigo invites its customers as we join our quest to strive in excellence in the naturally enhanced, conveniently immune yogurt. Not only are you fueling your body with a tasty product, but you are contributing to a healthier lifestyle and adding a layer of immunity protection, which given today's world is priceless. We, the Griffin Consulting Group, thank you very much for your time and would be delighted to entertain any questions you may have.
Great, thank you for your presentation today. And we'll switch it over to the judges for any questions they might have for your team.
Well, I'll go first. First, thank you for bringing this opportunity to us. It's pretty exciting. Could you just explain a little bit more about your competitors? You've got some pretty aggressive market share goals, and I was just curious, who are you going to take that from?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. I'll hand this over to Emma Richards.
Thank you for the question, Linda. We do have quite a few competitors in the market, but we are a premium product offering benefits that others cannot. Our product is naturally enhanced, utilizing genetics that are already available in Canada. And we feel that this is a special target market that we can enter with this.
Thank you.
Have you looked at, you talked a little bit about endorsements, but what is the approval process for bringing a product like this to market, and who can we rely on from either a healthcare and or regulation perspective to certify or otherwise designate this as an immune product?
Yeah, very good question. Thank you very much. We'll pass this down to Emma Richards.
Great question, Melissa, and very important. In Canada, we have the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, which regulates safe food standards in Canada. So this regulates things such as quality control, best before dates, and nutritional points. We utilize best before dates in Canada as opposed to expiry. This identifies when the product is at its peak. We also utilize the Canadian logo for the dairy cow to certify that it is 100% Canadian milk being utilized. And this is something that our target market will look for when shopping.
I have a question as it relates to the production. Obviously, you guys know that genetic selection and creating a lineage of cattle that have these immune genetics that get passed through the milk, there's an investment made there. Aside from the 15% premium producers, how else are you rewarding the producers for the investment that they're making?
Yes, thank you very much for the question. We'll hand it over to Emma Richards, and Hannah McMullen can follow up with some financials.
That's a great question, Samantha, and something that's very important for us to consider with this product. These genetics are widely used in Canada already, so it will be easy to identify robotic milking facilities that already use these genetics, and we will push them to introduce more of them so that it's widely in their herd. They will see a huge increase in their herd health, which will also reduce their costs related to vet bills, any milk that they might have to dump. So this is also contributing to the profit increase that they will see, and Hannah will dive into the financial aspect as well.
Absolutely. So as Emma just touched on, these enhanced genetics can reduce disease prevalence by 30%, which is huge for producers, especially when preventing things like mastitis, which is a big problem with cows that have just calved. As you can see on this slide, this is actually the premium with the payoff period that it would take producers to pay off those expenses that they would incur. So those expenses would be things like that additional bulk tank, a new set of lines for the robot to separate the milk. That's looking at a cost of roughly $30,000. Now, keeping in mind that the averages for an Ontario dairy farm are about 88 cows being milked per farm, and that produce 31.5 liters of milk per day. If the farm were to have their entire herd with these enhanced genetics, it would take 3.2 years to pay off these costs using only the premium that we're giving them. So that doesn't include the milk that they produce outside of our production timeline. And of course, if the farm would have less cows with these genetics, you would see the payoff time increase, but we're confident that these genetics will be integrated more. So you will see more cows per farm with these genetics, which will reduce the time it takes them to pay off the costs.
How are we going to ensure a consistent supply of product input, given that we're looking at a 3 to 30 day window? What are we planning on doing to make sure we've got that consistency year round? Because I know a lot of producers like to cap at the same time.
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. I'll hand this one to Emma Richards.
That's a great question, Melissa, and something we also had to take into consideration. That is one of our planning assumptions, that we will have enough consistent and sufficient supply of this product. We will make sure to talk directly with our producers to make sure that they are able to provide us with different, we'll make sure that they're able to calve out at different dates so that we will have access to this milk year round from every farm that we're utilizing.
I loved your 4-pronged strategy for promotion. I think it's smart. Taking it over to monitoring and measurement, how did you come up with 30% brand awareness? Is that after 3 years? And is that aided or unaided?
Yeah, we really appreciate that question. I'll hand this over to Radine.
Thank you very much for the question. So we came up with the 30% brand recognition as we think it is very important to benchmark against what others have achieved. And so we evaluated competitive products in the yogurt industry, and this 30% is in line with industry standards. As a new product, with unique product features that Immunogo does have, and considering the industry feedback, we determined that this was a conservative and a realistic percentage.
Thank you.
Why have we chosen Vancouver as our third city rollout, given the distribution is so far across the country? What's our distribution plan, and why that market versus something else on the eastern side of Canada?
Yeah, great question. Thank you very much. Hannah Symington will provide her insights on that.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for that question. So first of all, I would like to mention the reason why we've chosen Vancouver as our year 3 rollout is because Vancouver has a population of just under 3 million, and it's the 3rd largest metropolitan area in all of Canada after Toronto and Montreal. And Toronto and Montreal are urban centers and metropolitan areas that we will already be targeting in year 1 and year 3 respectively. We also need to note that Stone Road Dairy has a production facility in Calgary, Alberta. So we won't actually be shipping Immunogo from Ontario to Vancouver, British Columbia. As you can see on that map there, the distance from Calgary to Vancouver is relatively small. And we know that with the population and the diversity of culture that Vancouver has, they have a large proportion of our target market there. And we know that Immunogo will succeed there.
That's all the time for questions.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time